Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. Today I'm going to talk about something that is related to stockpiling or purchasing and putting back, but it's more important than that. What I want you to do is think about one item or one skill that you can develop right now that you can sort of monopolize in your area. So everyone will be different. If you're in the Midwest, you might not want to grow wheat, but if you're not in the Midwest, growing wheat might be a good thing. Because a lot of people don't grow wheat. We basically get it from big farms. So you might want to monopolize the wheat market in your area. Just think of something that in your area people need, but it's not produced there. In a ROL situation, this would be a very important thing. But also, people think ROL. Also, start planning for a long period of inflation where the purchasing power of the dollar keeps declining. I think that is what we might go into first. Our debt is starting to catch up to us, and we're in some serious economic trouble. So develop a side skill, a side resource. Think about what in your area. I've done a few things in my area here. I've gone with peaches and pears. There's not a lot locally right here. Now there is, if you go about 20-25 miles away, there's a bunch of peaches. But locally, if the crap hits the fan, in the economic sense, not in the security sense, these peaches will be important. First of all, I will have them to eat and consume myself to save me money from purchasing jelly and other fresh products. But I can also sell, trade, or barter with them. So think of something in your area. It could be as simple as a skill. If you're very skillful in doing something, put back what you need, the supplies you need to get your skill taken care of. How about water? Let's see, we have a serious situation in economics, but it's not a total disaster in a ROL situation, but people need water. Maybe they don't have water. Maybe their water's cut off. Maybe they can't afford the electricity to run their well pump. Develop a system where you can get water to people. It might be just at the edge of your property where they can come and fill up some 5-gallon buckets and then take back to their house. If you can implement gravity fed, where you can catch it from a spring and then just use pure gravity to feed it, that way you're not relying on electricity or pumps. So that's very important to think about. There's all kinds of other things you could do. How about gardening? Don't pick an item that everybody grows in their garden. Pick something like rhubarb or strawberries or asparagus, things that aren't common. And especially pick things that come back year after year. That way you're guaranteed, if you run out of seeds, you're still going to have those products. I think the biggest one is tobacco seeds. If you can grow tobacco, maybe you can monopolize it. Maybe you can get a roller and paper and be the cigarette distributor in your area. A very important item most people will be really jonesing for. So cigarettes would probably be a good thing. Maybe moonshine, if you can develop a still to produce moonshine for consumption for people, for powering vehicles or engines, and then any type of medical use for the alcohol. How about dairy? You have a couple goats. Learn how to make cheese, make butter. You'll be the dairy person in your community. If things fall down to the point where we don't have infrastructure and we don't have the transportation system, they're going to be coming to you for something. You have to start thinking about being a producer. We can stockpile, we can put back food, we can do all these things, but the important thing is you have to be able to produce things. And you want to monopolize one thing. You want to be the best in your area. If it's in a 5-10 mile range, you want to be known as that person. So when people need the products, they're going to come to you. I'm going to show you some of my peaches. There's not a lot of peaches around here, and these are doing well. So I could try to monopolize the peach market in this area if there is no way of bringing in. I have 5 trees and they're doing very good. So I'm going to try to monopolize the peach market in this area and also the pear market. That way, if things do hit the fan economically or in a ROL situation, I have something that people want. Things will eventually stabilize either way. So today and the next few days, I want you to forget about stockpiling, because you're going to run out of stuff. Think of that skill set. Think of that item that you can produce and you can control the market and monopolize on it. Thanks for watching.